chill in the room tonight. Galathor, resting in bed for the night, rolls to his back and gazes up through the window. The moons hang high in the sky just as they always do, the stars partially hidden by clouds, as moonlight seeps through the glass into the room, crossing over Galathor's bed, creating highlights in his eyes as he stares at the ceiling in thought. The shield of Helm wrapped in a large blanket and slid carefully under his bed, with Divanya somewhere nearby. He reflects on the day's events and tomorrow's decisions. In fact, most of his companions find themselves in similar reflection. But tonight, despite their racing minds, they all find themselves drifting to sleep and getting a long night's rest. Perhaps the twin moons had pity on these poor souls and lulled them into a restful slumber. As the moons take leave and give the stage to the sun, our friends, our heroes, rouse from their sleep, ready to face the day, tonight on Stormfall. All right, short and sweet, so we can get you all right into Murden time. Does anyone want to wake up first, or have any corrections on the on the intro?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, now I can. Were you saying something? I'm so sorry, Beth.
No, I just put my Bluetooth things in, and I didn't know if...
Neat. Oh, that's so cool. All right, yes. I'm here.
So sorry.
No, you're fine. What you got, Mariah?
If I remember correctly, Rain kind of disobeyed.
Kind of, yeah.
And she was put... the spell sleep was put upon her. So...
Yes, so Rain definitely got a good night's rest.
Yes.
Probably carted up to her room. Let's see that. In that case, Galathor, I guess since we kind of had the spotlight on your sleep, is head to you first. What would you like to do as the morning comes around?
That's a good question. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Divanya had the shield.
Okay, yep.
Because I think that'd make for an interesting scene in the morning.
Perfect, yep.
Galathor will go and knock on Divanya's door to see how she's doing.
Oh. There's a knock at your door, Divanya.
Divanya? May I come in?
It's open.
Galathor opens the door and peeks in. Have you found anything out about... Oh, good morning. Good morning. Have you found anything out about the shield?
Considering I just woke up myself, I have not. But that will be one of the first things I will do. And you can come in and take a look at it or whatever. No big deal.
Thank you. Sorry if I appear anxious, but it's been a while since I've had this in my possession. Or
If you wish to keep it in your room, that's fine. Technically, it is yours.
it's the church's. But I appreciate the sentiment. That's all right. I'm
Are
not
you
great
okay?
at setting things. Sorry?
Are you okay?
Just a little excited, I would say.
I can see that. Going down to breakfast?
Yeah, I think so. But if you're investigating the shield later, I would definitely love to join you.
Of course. Make sure that you know first. Whenever.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Devania doesn't know how to talk today. Yeah, third. Yeah, that.
I'll meet
I'm-
you downstairs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make sure it's secure, and I want to. Oh, what is it? Which one's that? I want to cast Mage Armor on the... Would I be able to do that? Cast it on the thing?
I think it's just a creature.
Or shield? Or anything?
Shields, I think... Oh, just yourself. I don't know why I went to do the motion for it. Such an idiot.
Well, I'm gonna... Instinct, I'm just gonna try and cover it up as best as I can.
Okay.
And then I'll head downstairs. My awkward self.
Nice. Perfect. All right.
So where is Rain sleeping? Does Rain have their own room, or was Rain put in with someone?
Rain was sleeping in her temple,
Oh, yeah, that's been...
and then it disappeared, so
Yeah.
she has no room.
I'll say that someone approached you, Emil, and would have asked, where should the child sleep?
Okay, well, from memory, we were all given our own rooms.
I think so, yeah.
Let's say they would have transported Rain to their room. Okay. I don't know who else wants to get up next, but if nobody else, Emil would get up and go see Rain and wake them up.
Ah, okay, go for it.
Emil will knock on the door, but I'm not really sure because it was a magical sleep if Rain would wake up or not. So Emil might have to break in. We'll see.
Oh, that's right. That's exciting. Let's check. I think it lasts... I think there is a time frame, so... idiot. Wow, my brain is shut down, too. Jeez.
It's this week.
I had to look up the spell, and I went to Google and typed in sleep and didn't type in 5e.
I have my player's handbook. I can look it up.
Oh, it lasts a minute, but we'll say this one lasts 8 hours. Surprise. So, she's ready. You can respond, Rain.
If I choose to.
Yes, if you wish to. But you do hear a knock at the door.
I run back to the chair and pretend to be asleep.
Oh, okay.
All right. Emil will let himself into the room and cautiously and look around for Rain. Now, there's no... The luck dragon is with somebody else, right? Like, there's nothing living in here except for Rain?
Yeah, it's on Kaylin's back.
Right, I forgot about that. It's a tattoo at the moment. Okay.
Wait, what?
Surprise!
Wait, huh?
For previous episodes.
Kaylin has a new tattoo.
She is the girl with the dragon tattoo now.
For now.
Awesome.
Was it when I was gone?
Probably,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
that
just
makes
before you
sense.
came back, yeah.
If it wasn't, then I would have totally been oblivious.
As you head in, Emil, you look around and you see Rain asleep on a chair in the room.
Okay, you know what? Emil is going to debate for a minute whether or not to wake Rain up, and then there'll probably be a bit of an internal struggle in their face, and then Emil will just sit down cross-legged in front of the chair and wait for Rain to wake up.
Okay.
Possibly doing some dicing if Emil gets bored, but
Okay. Neat. Rain, are you just gonna continue on before I jump to anyone else?
Well, okay. Playful, pretend sleep. Like my Rain's body's gonna be facing the back part of the chair, and I'm gonna have my eyes open.
Neat.
okay. Well, Emil won't know, so Emil will just wait patiently for you to stir, so we can look to somebody else and come back.
Is there any way for Rain to like turn without and squint to see who it is?
I think Emil would have said Rain's name softly before I open the door, anyways. So I think it's reasonable to know who's there.
Yeah.
Okay, I just turn around and sit up.
Good morning, Rain. You had I apologize for coming in, but I wanted to speak to you before any of the others. You had a bit of an adventure last night.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to know I'm not angry, but I'm a little bit worried. When we were trying to save the dragon, you almost disrupted the spell. And then last night, knowing that there's a traitor somewhere in the university, you ran off on your own. Now, I know you can take care of yourself. It's not that. I'm just a little bit worried that some of the people at the university are going to look at you and see a child who is causing problems and not a person who can take care of themselves. I don't know what to do about it, but I wanted to make you aware that some of the actions you've done lately may have repercussions. Again, I'm not angry and I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. And Rain gives Emil a hug if he chooses to accept the hug.
Emil will accept the hug. We're in the middle of a big business of trying to save the world, and I hate to say that this isn't the time and place to act impulsively, because I'm not sure I know how to act differently, but just be aware that, you know, people may be upset about what you did. People may also be a little bit afraid for you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna get some breakfast. Are you gonna sleep some more, or you want to come down?
I was just pretending. I didn't know who it was. I'll come down.
Okay, let's go.
All right.
So we'll head down to breakfast, whatever breakfast may be.
Ah, okay. Blueberry, what would you like to do on this fine morn?
I would like to have stayed outside Erwin's room, just to make sure no one tried to like get her or anything. So I will just wait there until she until she gets up, like a little guard dog.
Okay. I'll jump over to Erwin then.
Beauty.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Computer's being weird. She spent the night just kind of like thinking, and then and like half-heartedly attempted to make a health potion, although it was just kind of like, don't really feel like it. And she went to sleep. And then she'll get up later than normal. And just kind of, oh, hi Blueberry. Hey, what are you doing here?
Well, I know you don't like the university, so I thought I'd just make sure you were safe.
Blueberry, you know you're the best, right? Pick up Blueberry and just scratch his.
Yeah.
Let's go get you some good food. Yeah.
Okay. On the way down to breakfast, I just want to say to Erwin, like, are you okay being here? Would you like to stay somewhere else?
It's a lot easier for us to all just be right around each other, you know. Then if something happens, then we're all there. And you know, I'm getting used to it. It's still terrifying, but it's not the exact same place, you know. So
Okay.
The sooner we get out of here, the better, though.
Well, until we leave, if it's okay with you, can I'll stay in your room with you.
Blueberry, you can always stay with me.
Yeah. Breakfast time.
Yeah.
Nice. Blueberry, I'm just recalling, too, I think that while Sterling Sam was with everyone a couple of sessions ago, either you had asked to speak with Sterling Sam, or I just had Blueberry walk with Sterling Sam to give you the option to talk to her.
Okay.
If it was you, did you, I think it was, and I think you had a specific thing you wanted to ask, right? Because I have something in mind, but I can't remember.
Check my note.
Okay, thanks. I'll let you check that, and I'll jump over and see what
Okay.
Mort's up to. Thanks.
Cool.
Mort was typing.
Sorry, Mort.
I guess Mort will. He's going to check in on Kaylin. Just, I guess, making the rounds to see what the plan, what her thoughts on the plan would be.
What time are you getting up?
I'm normal-ish, like 7-ish. Not too early. It'll be that kind of deal where everybody's staying at a hotel and everybody just sort of like wanders the halls, trying to see if anybody's up.
All right. Kaylin's door is closed.
All right. In that case, I will head down to the cafeteria.
Because she's not there.
Oh, okay. All right, you head down to the cafeteria. Let's see.
Who is at the cafeteria?
Divania. I feel like effectively everybody. Is Kaylin at the cafeteria? Is my question specifically? Okay. Okay. So I think that everyone else has found their way down there. I'm just gonna Galathor. Yeah, you went down to meet Divania or to after Divania or no? Galathor. I can't remember now. Because it's been 5 minutes.
I was headed down to the cafeteria.
Okay. All right. By the time you get there, everyone's sat down. Some people are already eating breakfast. Others are like just getting their trays of food and bringing them over to the bench.
I'll check in. Well, now that everybody's at the cafeteria, I'll stop in with Erwin and ask how the roomkeeper was doing. I knew she checked on him last night.
I tried to, and they wouldn't let me in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm pretty sure, right, Dan?
Yes, correct. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know. They did say I think that he was going to be asleep for a couple more weeks.
Weeks? Oh dear.
Yeah. So I guess this thing that we're going to do in that really, really, really cold place, we may as well do it right now. Get that done, and then maybe he'll be awake by the time we get back.
Yeah, I hope so. We can't let that slide too long. Things are going to be moving without us with, whether we're there or not, they're going to be doing their thing. So we better stay pace with them. All right. Well, I guess what's on the menu?
I didn't cook today. I don't know.
Okay. You want me to go get you something?
Sure. No. I'll come. I'll just come with you. All right. Blueberry. I'm carrying Blueberry.
Oh, okay.
We're getting something for Blueberry. Something good for Blueberry too. Because Blueberry's the best guard dog.
Of course. Yes. All right.
Okay.
Dan.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a note that, going back a while, that Scarlet Shuffletrot was going to get more information about a wizard called Demetrius, who was doing experiments on animals. That's all and then she remembered my master's name from like 100 years ago.
Oh, do you have that written down? Because I was just scouring for that.
No, I don't. I just have the note.
Okay. It's fine. Well, she would have told you that. Oh, my arms. She would have told you that my earbuds are falling out now, so why not? Sterling Sam this time around would have let you know that Scarlet Shuffletrot had been working on that information, and being a friend of Sterling Sam's, tapped her for info. At which point she would have taken over. She says that so-and-so, name to be found in my notes, had last been conducting work in a now abandoned mage tower on a different continent, in a different part of the world. It's a continent called Vassarel, and the city's name is Xangard. It's a port city. Xangard, I think. And
Sorry, what was the continent called?
Vassarel. VAH apostrophe. Oh gosh.
Yep.
SOREL.
Cool.
I think. I don't know if any of your the evil campaign compatriots mentioned the continent that they were from, but if they did, that's it. Port city of Xangard, a mage tower that has been abandoned for a decade or something along those lines.
I don't think that they did, Dan.
Oh no? Okay, bummer.
I don't remember that.
Okay. But it is in another part of the world, so there might be some thought to that, in case you have your sending sounds. Anyway, just thoughts. But that's the last place that Wizard was known to be.
Cool.
Maybe clues
Thank
here.
you.
Mm-hmm. Oh. All right. Neat. So everyone else is down here. Anyone else have anything they want to role play before?
Yeah, Kaylin's not there.
I need to check messages. Like I can't remember if you did.
No, I didn't message you. I
Okay.
didn't DM you.
Okay.
Kaylin would have got up around 6, probably pretty early. But still, would it be light at 6 here, Dan?
Let's say no, only because it's the beginning of winter.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
She would be looking for if there is a cemetery in the city.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yep.
Then she would be going to the cemetery because just yesterday she saw the 3 spirits again.
Okay.
So she would be going to the cemetery to kind of, personally, me as a player, I don't expect her to see anything, but I think just her thinking,
Sure.
oh, I'm seeing dead people. Where do you go?
Okay.
So she would go to the cemetery and just kind of like stand there, like, and just watch and just see.
Nice. Kayla gets a few awkward stares from
Sure.
some people. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But aside from some small birds fluttering about here and there, and the cold, crisp wind blowing, making some slight howls through some of the tombstones, she doesn't see anything.
Got it. Would I have an idea, or are there shops here?
Oh,
Was this the
yeah.
place that, okay.
Galore.
Would I have an idea of what time the shop's opened?
Yeah, fashionably late, probably 8:39.
Okay. All right. Well, if the shops are not open, then I would probably be getting back to the grub hall probably around like 9 o'clock.
Okay. All right, so a little bit after everyone else. Okay.
Would I be passing
What
the
do you-
shops on the way back from the
Oh, yeah.
cemetery to the? Would they be open?
No, I mean, you see some people setting up in some of the shops.
Okay.
You could
All
probably
right.
try and be like, psst, if you wanted.
If I'm passing by a magic shop, I would see if there's anyone setting up for the day.
Make an investigation check, if you would.
Okay. I believe that is a 13. Let me double check. 14.
Ooh. Okay. That was slightly overzealous. Sorry. Yes, you do in fact find through one of the windows. They're all buildings, storefronts. So you do see someone through a glass pane window hustling about near-ish the front window as they set up shop.
Caitlin would kind of like knock on the window.
Okay. You see a male elf, possibly a wood elf, hair parted down the middle. Dark brown, almost to black, and just kind of pulled behind his two ears. Very flat, straight hair, and light, like an almond white set of robes with a little bit of gold trim, hunching over some items, folding up some clothing, and setting things up as it should be. Oh. Go away! We're not open yet. Not open yet.
I just want to buy one thing.
Well, we'll be open in half hour. You can make a persuasion check with your plea, though, if you like.
Sure. Natural 20. I just please. I'm just passing by. I know you're really busy, but I just wanted to get a set of sending stones.
Oh, all right. I guess I have the time. And I'll kind of scooch over and open up, unlock the door. You hear a couple bolts and latches open, unlock. Heavy wooden doors. Oh, swing open. Nice glass frames with little crosses of wrought iron inlaid.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes. Well, it's.
I was just on my way and just wanted to stop in really quick, and I just need a set of sending stones.
Of course. Come right in. And, yes, he just says it nice and loud so people know that there's someone entering the shop for safety.
Sure.
Yes, he leaves the doors open. Of course, come right over here. I'm sure that we can get you squared away. Now, we have two varieties of sending stones. We have one, your standard set, that comes with this beautiful case, and he starts, going on and on about, like, the packaging that they come in. These are your standard sending stones. Now, if you are looking for a bit of an upsell, well worth it, mind you, these other sending stones can... when you use them, you can use up to 50 words instead of simply 25.
Oh. And how much is this upgrade?
Why, I could tell you if it was in my table. Let me go consult my catalog.
Sure, do what you need to do. Just look around the shop.
Nice. There's a lot of fancy schmancy stuff in here, of course. Oh, jeez. Yes, well, are you looking to barter anything, or just straight up buy? Oh, sorry, my arm's ache.
I'm just looking to straight up buy.
Well, these sending stones, you know what? If you would roll an Arcana check or History check. Sounds like a full price roll.
That's a. Let's see. Is that any better? No, they're both the same number. So 12 total.
Oh, that's not bad. So these usually run around 1,400 gold pieces. They're fairly pricey.
Nice.
The standard pair is around 1,400 gold pieces. It's 1,800 for the upgraded pair.
Oh, it's only 400 extra for the upgraded pair.
Yes. Those are the type of savings you can expect to get here at Poop and Stock's Magical
savings.
Goods.
Right. I feel bad for saying this, but 1400 is the best you can do for the standard.
Oh, well, it's a fair price for the.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
I suppose if you do without this wonderful case that it comes with, we could knock perhaps 100 gold pieces off. 1,300. You're welcome to do a persuasion check if you have any more persuasive, anything else to persuade him with.
Aye. Where did I get the other ones? I bought the other ones. I don't remember them being 1,200 gold, but maybe maybe it was a good day. Maybe it was a good day. No, I think, no. Caleb, yes, that is a good price. And she'll start backing away. I just remembered that I really have to go and meet someone outside. I will be back, and she's gone.
Nice. Well, let me check something quickly as you're backing out, because I'm using a different resource. I'm using Forgotten Realms for the price, but it is uncommon, and I think that uncommon are 1 to 500, not 1,400. So let's try this again.
Wait a minute. Oh no, I bet.
Oh my! Oh, this was just a smudge. I meant 400 gold pieces. Silly of me. Oh,
400?
Yes, my apologies. Oops.
That's a pretty. Caleb will approach the counter again. That's a pretty, and kind of like peer over. That's a pretty. You might want to watch smudges.
It must be the sleeping bugs in my eyes from such an early start to the day.
Absolutely. I will 400. Yes, I will bring out 400 before he changes his mind.
Lovely. And he will collect the 400 gold pieces, and these are the standard ones.
That's fine.
Okay, standard, and you have the case with it too.
Ooh, fancy.
All right, there you are. Is there anything else you wish to, items you wish to peruse?
No, you seem like you have a lovely shop, but I appreciate you opening up early for me, and I will give him 1 gold extra.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, if you or any of your friends are ever looking for magical items, please tell them to swing by Boopenstock's Magical Goods and Sundry.
Lovely name.
Thank you.
Will.
Family name.
Oh, as she's backing out, as she's, have a great day.
You as well.
And on to the cafeteria.
Okay. Nice. Just so that you're there, since you got an early start. Do you purposely want to arrive after everyone else is done, or would you like to get there near the end?
I can get there near the end. That's fine. I'm not avoiding people. I'm just, being Kaylin.
Nice.
I'm taking my time with my breakfast anyway. I'm whittling something else.
Oh, all right. Are you sitting alongside everyone else? There's sort of bench seats here in the cafeteria. Big picnic tables.
Yeah, I mean, we just went through something together. I guess I could sit with everybody.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, as you're eating breakfast, does anyone have anything they want to chat about before Kaylin gets back?
You want to talk about Kaylin?
Nice. So that Kaylin, huh? See that tattoo she got? Impressive. There is someone approaches. Very clearly, Archivist Delorna. She's just has a crystalline body with blue flowing energy inside. Has some adornments for clothing, but everything that's the arms and legs and stuff that are exposed is just crystal. Yeah.
I have a question because was it the night before last that Amort messaged Delorna to ask if she was in town? Like, I'm trying to remember the timeline because I know we had that false messenger or that vision that Mort had. Was that 2 nights ago?
I feel like that was 2 or 3, but I feel like it was 2. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's before the auction. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And she was still in Zambora trying to get more information on expediting the recovery of the Runekeeper. I think.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to have that clear in my head.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on, Archivist Delorna here. Just took it back. Okay. Oh, thank you for the host, Chiro. Oh, cool. Oh, she sits down, no food or anything. She sort of has a nice cape that has a hood that's pulled down. And the cape's just flung over her back with some modest clothing. Hello. Oh, hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Chipper as of...
How are you?
A bit tired, but I was able to find some measure of supplies and references to help aid our friend in their recovery.
When did you get back?
Oh, just late last night. That was a bit of a whirlwind day or 2 for me.
Sounds like it.
But I am here, and I have been informed by our mutual acquaintance, scrolls down, Tara, that we are to embark on yet another journey.
Back to Tegradoth.
Have any of you ever visited Tegradoth?
We walked through it.
We not walked through it with her? Like 4 days ago?
Yeah, Delorna, did we walk through it when we were on our way to...
Close.
You know.
We were in the Vethril Expanse. That is just east across the Abyssal Shelf from Tegradoth.
She's like, psych!
Nice. Oh, yes, it's all coming back to me now. Yeah, it's just a little off to the...
In my reading, Stan, would I have, in my studying over the years, would I have read anything about Tegradoth?
Yes. Some a history check, if you would. Advantage.
Great.
Your favorite.
Wow, they were both 16, plain, but with history.
Nice.
History, that would make it 23.
Okay, let me crack open the map then. I always have to resize. Oh, I don't have to resize it. Yay. Okay, here we go. I might have to on this side. Oh, yeah. Okay, so as you can see on the map here, this is the very northern part of the planet on your side. There's Tulcher's Depths way up top. You were in Vethril's Expanse. That oddly does not have snow. It should be covered in snow. I don't know why this map doesn't have it. Anyway, you were up east of Quigwen, which is sort of a city for pariahs from Tegradoth. Tegradoth, before this great disaster befell this part of Astralanor 154 years ago. Ouch, I can't do that.
What was the city of pariahs?
Quigwen, over on the Vethril Expanse. You had teleported just east of there a couple days ago when you journeyed.
Okay.
That is a city of exiles and pariahs that didn't conform to the clan mentality of all the Dragonborn on Tegradoth some 154 years ago. Now, Tegradoth still has clans of Dragonborn, but ever since this great disaster, again, 154 years ago, befell it and the surrounding area, before that, the clans were strong. And they were both metallic and chromatic. Is that right? good and bad aligned Dragonborn here. There was some warring for different areas to keep and maintain as their own, but there was sort of a balance between them all. There was a lot of diplomacy, Dragonborn diplomacy between them. Since then, so much of their food supply and other supplies were just destroyed in this event. This whole famine and disaster struck over the whole continent. So now they're in a much more of a warring state. They've sort of reverted to an even more tribal nature, where it's a lot about claiming more land and extending their boundaries. And all the clans have sort of been weakened over the past 154 years. They only live for like 30 years. They Dragonborn mature quickly, but they only live like 35 years or something like that. So rebuilding their culture as it used to be has remained out of their grasp. And so that's what you would know about Tegradoth in the days since. The event in the days since.
There's a lot of Dragonborn up there, right? Some?
Yes. In fact, many clans reside up there. It is difficult to survive with the cold and the conditions. And
that's right.
Famine. If we are to go there, we must prepare thoroughly with clothing and food. There are a few options. I truly dislike travel by boat, so my hope is you will consider teleporting to Thunder Bay Wharf. I have been there once before, and so can teleport us there, and we can make haste from there. It is the only remaining port operational in Tegradoth. Unmanned, of course, and not visited very often. But if you insist, we can go by boat if you feel that is better for any reason. She sees Aaron when... yes, of course, right? Yes, it would be a very bad idea.
No. Especially because you said we need to get there as quickly as possible, right?
Yes, exactly. Yes, please. No boats.
Please, no boats.
Yeah, we've been on boats enough.
Good.
Can I do an insight check?
Mm-hmm. What would you like to check for?
She's like body language, just like, does she really want to get there quick?
Okay.
Kind of. I don't know. I just want to roll.
I feel you.
Galathor.
Yes.
Where is this church located? Or a church like it? You said it got destroyed, right?
19.
Yes, it did get destroyed. I believe, Dan, we said at one point it was outside of Bexley, right?
That sounds good. I do believe we said that. Yeah, there was Felix's city of Bridgeport, and then there's Bexley, but there are other little towns around there too, in case we came up with something.
Insight check of 27.
Oh, damn, Rain. Yeah, she does not like boats, and she wants to get there quickly.
Which continent is Bexley on again?
Calborum.
Oh, yeah.
And she had a bagel and tea for breakfast. That inside check.
Nice. Yeah. You could tell by the poppy seed that it was in her teeth.
Small village outside of Bexley. I don't think you ever would have heard of it.
Nice.
He hasn't either.
That was great.
Oops. Did not mean to do that.
For Devanya, honestly, she would be more worried about getting the Delio back to the church. especially since there's a bunch of people after it, and this, that, and the other thing. And she's gonna relay that to Galathor and the rest of the party, kind of as a reminder. You know, hey, throwing it out there. What about this? Sort of thing.
Oh yeah, the shield.
Devanya, I'm not sure if you understand, but the church burned down with everybody inside of it. There is no church.
I did ask you if there was another one. Or was that the only one?
I guess the question is, are we returning the shield to the clergy of Helm, or are we leaving it with the paladin of Helm? Is that the question? Specifically, the paladin of Helm at this table eating muffins.
Yeah, like I'm trying to figure out where is this thing going. If it's not going anywhere, I mean, entirely up to you.
To be honest, I would prefer to keep it within our company. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, at the auction, the person who was bidding against us, he also had the symbolism of Helm upon his person. No.
He had...
It was Tyr.
Ah.
Helm's.
Yeah, and you've known
Archred.
some factions of Tyr to be confrontational with Helm. Blame Helm for something with Tyr, or I forget. I'm pretty sure
on the picket
Tyr.
signs?
What's that?
Is that what was on the picket signs?
Nice, yeah. Down with him.
So we don't need to worry about the shield.
Sorry, kids are blowing up right now.
Right, I'm not sure who we can trust at this point.
Devanya's gonna say, basically, it's in my bedroom. Go get it. So that whenever we do leave, we have it, or you have it.
Poor Ben.
Were you expecting to keep it on your person this entire time? Were you expecting to take it back anywhere? Because that was my first impression, was that we were grabbing it to return to, I mean, yes, the original building burned down, but surely there's another sanctuary? Isn't that how religions work?
Dan, would I know of any other major...
I mean, that's why I was initially asking. Yeah.
You do know of one in Blackrock Landing, where the Crucible was, that giant church, where they had a bunch of different...
Where we fought the bad guys?
Yeah. That was one of the churches. Let's see. Ticka.
Is there one in Calais? Because I might know about that.
Ooh, yes, there is. It's up just on the edge of the dead zone near the northern part of Calais. I do not have a kingdom name, but it's near, just on the edge of that. It's sort of like partially out over into the dead land.
So nothing close.
No. Anything would take us quite out of our way.
Wow, you think churches would have more buildings? I don't know.
It'd probably be safest with us anyways, to be honest.
In the short term, we should probably just not lose sight of the fact that our goal was not personal gain in this.
Yeah.
Considering you guys thought that I was going to steal it in the first place?
Well, you did steal it.
Oh, that's cute.
Literally, you did steal it.
We bought it. We left the token and the money. It was ours.
You were on your way over to the transportation circle before and making it before
With
we
no money
even
left anywhere.
settled anything. Honestly.
Galithor, as somebody who may belong to a certain guild that isn't talked about, that was basically there was a theft happening there, right?
Theft is a strong word, Emil.
Lines.
It
Y'all
is
have
business
done
after all.
something.
Oh, we've done a thing or two.
So, you've got it.
I look at the crystal lady. So can you teleport us to this place or what?
Yes.
Cool. I think we're all ready to go.
I'm going to sit down a figure of Blueberry.
It might be good to do a half day, even if we don't roleplay it, of let's go get some cold weather gear, let's go get some magic against cold gear.
Yes.
You know, let's
Doggy
be ready for
parka.
Yeah.
And a doggy sled. Not just kidding.
Blueberry's pulling us like Max and the Grinch.
this. Turns out on Tegradoth, the
Grinch?
dogs ride on the sled and the people pull it.
Nice, yeah.
Dan, are you talking about the Grinch?
The original
Anime?
60s cartoon.
Okay. I was like, there's 3 different ones I know.
Yeah, I know.
Blueberry comes back from
Um,
Tegradoth just like super ripped.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's the beach? Sorry.
When I think of Blueberry, I think of Tony Chomper from One Piece, where the ability to and then back to his normal reindeer state.
Nice.
That's Blueberry. Blueberry is our Tony Chomper. While this is the whole discussion, Rain is gonna go find the wizards that basically dispelled put her to sleep to apologize.
You can take a look around. It's a pretty big campus, and there's a lot of wizards here. But you're welcome to do investigation check if you like. You'll see Rain stands up to leave the table.
Is it investigation?
Please.
Percy.
Tara says that she will, and the rest of expedition will be ready come noontime. So just meet back in the let's see, where are we? The city of Metz. The 20th subfloor when you're ready, and we will leave from there.
We should go buy some warm hats.
Yes.
Hats are good.
She got it. No, it's
Dan,
not knowing what you're.
I don't know if you could
What you got, Rain?
tell by my dance, but investigation
Ooh,
check
squid
roll of natural 20.
Oh my gosh! Okay, you do manage to find one of the three guards. Oh, yeah, that kid from the other night, right?
I just want to come to apologize. My behavior was poor, and I hope one day I can make it up.
Don't worry about it. It's all right. I get it. You know, you used to do that stuff in primary wizard school when I was a kid. You're good, kid. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it, though. Good for you.
And I just do Rain is going to do a light nod. Or just a small bow. And then she... I was wondering if there's, like, any empty spot, like, empty places. I have a spell that I can poof out a temple. Is there any empty spots before I...
You'd have to seek some permission from one of the higher ups there first. I wouldn't go doing that anywhere willy-nilly. But,
Okay.
yeah, sorry, kid.
Thank you for your time. And
Sure.
then Rain is going to walk off and find the party.
He'll head back about his business.
Go for it.
After I set down the figure of Blueberry, it'll be turned towards you, Beth. I'm just gonna walk outside. I want to just be away from everybody at the moment because I'm pissed.
Oh. I sniff the little figure. Is it made of wood?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
and it's painted.
I have a miniature. Sniff it. Sniff it. Is it a good likeness?
What do you guys think?
You're welcome to do like a whittling dexterity check or performance check. If you want to leave it to the dice. So you can do it with advantage because you've got your live subject in front of you.
What kind of roll? Is it performance?
You can do performance or just a dexterity check if whichever you wish.
I'll do
I've
performance.
got to close out chat. I just can't. My multitasking skills are not there. It's too funny.
17 plus 5.
Ooh, damn. Yeah, it looks great.
Oh. Okay. I'll pick it up, put it in my little side pouch, and then as Devania's leaving, I run after her, sit in front of her, and just give her a pull.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh. You like
Thank
it?
you. Yeah,
Good.
it's little and it's so cute. I like it.
Just like you.
Yeah. Oh. I like the new person.
We'll scratch.
Oh.
But then,
Okay.
just to double check, we're heading to Tegradoth because we heard that Yathaz might have traveled there.
Actually, Yathaz, so Sterling Sam let you know that Yathaz Buvar has sent, has people there, namely Rykari, who is known to be the Baron's Master. Rykari being Rykari, which is, again, apparently the Baron's Master. And some other person that goes by the title Daeroness. Oh, my arms.
As someone that goes by the title of what?
Daeroness. Daeroness is heading there as well. Rykari's already there. Oh, and Daeroness, you knew from your history check, or Mort did. It was one, I think, one of you, because you both have the sage background. That Daeroness is a title bestowed to the Red Wizards of Thay, which is what kind of tied it in with Yathaz Buvar even more.
Got you. Kaylin's going to kind of, if Delord is on her way out, Kaylin's going to try to catch up with her.
Okay. Oh. Yes. Kaylin.
Yeah, hi,
Hi.
Delorna. I'm just wondering what we should be prepared for. Like, what? I just need to understand what dangers we might be facing up in Tegradoth.
Understood. Aside from the cold and lack of food and shelter.
I mean, in regards to Yathez's minions.
It is my understanding that she kind of looks back and forth. She's just going to make a check to see who might be around. She'll kind of take your arm to see and try and lead you a little bit into like a side room where it's a little more private.
Kaylin will also try to speak to her through her mind, with her warlock power.
Oh, nice.
Just be
okay.
like, you can speak to me this way as well.
Good. And you two, if you just sort of stand there stoically on the side of the hallway.
Staring.
Yeah, just arms folded.
To each other's eyes.
Nice. What's going on here? It is my understanding that some major players will be here. This Rykari is said to lead Ythaz's forces here in the Prime. I don't know. So Sterling Sam knows about the Tegradoth. I don't know if she would have, if Tara would have had information that she would have shared with her. Let me do a quick roll and see like who's got what information here. Okay. That's all she seems to reference. That's all she seems to be aware of. So Sterling Sam gave you all like the deep knowledge because it's Sterling Sam. And I don't think, Emil, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that Tara mentioned anything aside from the danger of Rykari and as a threat to the Runekeeper.
I don't think so. I'm checking my notes here quickly, but I don't think so.
Okay. Oops.
I do have a note written down that Rykari up in the continent of Tegradoth, they're trying to unite the Dragonborn tribes.
Okay, yep. She also hasn't mentioned that. That's special Sterling Sam info, I think, along with the Tegradoth.
Okay.
To my knowledge, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. If you end up finding anything, Emil, let me know, and I'll revise. Oops. This Rykari is a danger to the Runekeeper as well as, well, most of us. So, be prepared perhaps for a fight. If in fact he's succeeding in uniting any of these clans, well, they could be a considerable force, although I don't see how they would overcome the infighting and generations worth of hatred for one another among the different colors of clans. And there are still mysteries in the air. There is word of another that may be doing the bidding of Ythaz, but I do not know more than that.
Thank you. I just... seems like it's never ending, you know?
Yes, I do long for the days in my library, studying, practicing, contemplating. Boatless.
Me too. And Kaylin will like kind of awkwardly bow. She doesn't know what to, and just kind of like, I'll see you later.
She watches it. Yes, I will see you later, Caitlin. All right, she heads off. So just to keep it, to not slow you all down, I'll say that I imagine you're all just looking for some common warm clothes. It'll just cost. I know it's City of Mets, but you've got some inns here, so I'm gonna say it's just the set of whatever the cost of common clothes are, which are pretty cheap. Let's see, equipment, adventuring gear, clothes, common. 5 silver pieces a piece.
5 silver pieces?
Yeah, that's it per a set of clothing.
For snuggly stuff?
Yeah, it'll be warm enough to prevent you from having to do like constitution checks as long as you're wearing the full set.
Okay.
Can I spend like a little bit more and get like a dog version of like one of those aviation jackets with like the fur and like the leather?
Yeah, that's amazing. Instead of 5 silver pieces, it'll be a gold, but they make it custom just the way you want it. That fits you perfectly. Mm-hmm. Do you want little like the leather strap goggles and everything with it too, or just like the big?
You know what? I didn't think about that, but yes, I do.
Perfect. Keep that snow out of your eyes.
We're going from the wizard blueberry skin to the winter blueberry skin.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
You get that when you
booties and
hit
everything.
Yeah, you hit that when you get level 12. It's a patch you get.
It's an unlock.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Is anybody not shopping for that? Have some alternative or something they don't want?
No.
Okay.
Kaylin's going to ask about an eye patch.
Oh, yes, I see.
A thick
Poor
leather.
choice of words. Sorry. Yes, we can outfit you with such a thing. Is there a particular style that you're looking for?
I don't need one thing. I don't want anything flashy. Leather. You know, I don't really know.
That's fine. Mundane is a style in itself. Let me see what I can find for you.
Sure.
Goes to the back.
Leather, please.
Yeah.
Wow.
Continue setting to the back.
She's like over it.
Nice. It comes back with a few different, slightly different styles. So whatever, your mind pictures for the best
Sure.
leather eye patch style.
Great.
Wonderful choice. That'll be 3 silver pieces, please.
Thank you.
Fort wants to make sure he gets, those mittens that the tops flip off and they're sewn on. So you can well, I'm a wizard. I want to have quick access to my hands for.
Or it's like those ones that have like the thinner material on the 2 fingers right here.
Nice.
Yep, whatever works.
Yes, we can do that. Anything for your little friend there? Callie sort of buzzing about your head.
Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah, let's get her outfitted as well.
Oh, really? But
yeah, it's going to be cold.
Okay, but I don't have any money for it.
I got you covered.
Oh, you're the best, Mort. Thanks. well, I kind of like this, and she buzzes about and gets something. It's like a silver piece because it's like
Just out of curiosity, what would it cost to get clothing like this that has a sort of protection against magic? Like there's an item I'm thinking of, Dan. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's a something mantle that gives you advantage against magic saving throws for spells or something.
Let's take a peek. See.
I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It's something.
I know what you're talking about, Sam, because I was just recently reading the magic items in the DM guide, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
The mantle of spell resistance.
Yes.
Okay. Here we are. Let's see. Ooh, rare. Let's see. So that's 1,500. That's the 5,000. This one's like let's see. That is. Move this and open that. Alright, this is uncommon, which is that. Change by rarity, which would be rare. Up to 5,000, so.
Dan, can I say I brought a grappling hook as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Batman?
He kind of looks at Blueberry like, but yes, of course. Grappling hook it is. Awkwardly looks at your pouch. It's like, I'll leave it here for you.
Is Blueberry secretly becoming the D&D version of Batman?
Nice. That'd be great.
Goggles come down.
Exactly.
Engage. Oh, you're looking at about 3,724 gold pieces, if you wish to.
Never mind.
Of course. Well,
I thought it would just be, a simple little enchantment, but I suppose not. Okay, I'll just take those clothing. That clothing. Thank you.
Of course. Let me have Egbert wrap everything up. Egbert!
Egbert?
Yes, my deepest apologies. I do believe he's using the restroom, which is where we will go and use our bio break. So again, for those that don't know, we take an 8 to 10 minute bio break. I'm going to go make some fresh coffee, and then we'll catch you all soon here. I'll leave the audio live, but I'll put up our fun Be Right Back slideshow until we're back. Catch y'all shortly. Yay. Oh, can't get my hands up to my ears. Oh my gosh.
Just wiggle them out, Dan.
That was a nightmare. A very small nightmare that was a great nightmare. Oh my gosh.
It's Ben time.
This what?
It's Ben time.
Bedtime?
Ben. Hi, Ben. How are you?
Oh. Uh-oh. What? He's trying to figure it out.
Are you going to cast the fireball?
I wish Melissa would just leave it on mute so we could hear what he says.
Might be better that she doesn't, but...
True, but still.
You going to say hi to Blueberry Pancakes, Ben?
I think he's talking about something. For those who are new, we have been time. I don't know what is going on. So out of it. I don't know. I made it this far.
Take care of yourself. Put a priority on taking care of yourself.
He is learning. Well, I thought I was supposed to have a substitute job today, but got there and they were like, "Oh, we don't need you anymore." Oh, I got up. I have been practicing self-care today, but
Good.
what is... I'm trying to figure out where that's coming from. No. Okay, there we go.
God, I really want to know what Ben's saying.
Me too.
Yeah, I know. I figured Ben's running this whole combat. And then I take my sword and fireballs shoot out of my sword.
Oh man, gotta get the snacks.
I do too. I need to get a drink. Like Dr. Pepper and me.
Is it cereal?
It looks like cereal.
Vanilla wafers.
Oof. Oh no, you broke the box. Oh, like a hungry bear.
We must not encourage this behavior. We must not encourage this behavior.
He wants to participate. Oh no!
Big mess in 5, 4, 3.
I hear somebody. I think Bid said nom nom nom. There's all 4 of them. I really need to go get snacks.
Do it.
No, like didn't eat all day until dinner, which was like had a hair appointment at 5:30. So I didn't have my first meal until like 7 this evening.
Ooh.
So
I think Ben has cleared that desk off pretty well by now.
Yeah.
Hey, Beth, could I ask what you have there on your windowsill?
I was wondering.
Which way? That way?
Both ways. Yeah.
Okay, that's a glass of water. That is Coke cans that I left up there.
Wait, what do the Coke cans look like in the UK? I've never seen.
Oh, this is ones. Oh, God,
UK.
This is like caffeine-free ones, so they're gold.
Mm.
Oh, that's neat.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And do you have any vanilla wafers for the rest of us? Can we have some too?
Nom, 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 nom. You know, I'm going to take our BRB thing off. Oh. Boop. Oh, it's Mr. Ben! Oh, cute. Hi, cutie patootie!
Our viewers don't know what we're seeing because of the back.
Oh.
Oh, no. I just took the thing down. So they...
Okay, good. Hi, Ben.
No, that's I meant that.
I really need to go get some sleep. I was telling everybody that I didn't have my first meal until 7 this evening.
Oh my gosh.
My time.
Eat, girl, eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my medicine doesn't help. So, even though it growled at me earlier this morning, I was just like, nope.
Don't you have a new chair?
I do. Ta-da! I just picked it up. Just arrived a few days ago. My other one. Oh man! All right, come on, arms. It was like this. It was sitting like this. And so I'd sit down. And I'd be like, and have to like try and lean. My back hurts. I don't know why.
Your spine is just like that constantly.
Yeah, like, oh, what am I doing?
Is it like a racing car seat? It looks really cool.
It is. It's one of those fancy pro ones they use at some of the
pro gaming.
esports. Yeah.
No.
I was like, well, I'm tall and I'm kind of chubby, so I was like, let me get a seat that's actually gonna last. Like the last one that Melissa has, the one that I used to have. And, nice. Excuse me, Ben. And that one lasted like 5 years, which is great. But I was like, let me get one that's like meant for sitting in front of the computer for a long time.
The explanation is you're awesome. You deserve an awesome chair.
Oh, so kind of you to say.
Yep. Indeed.
He has an awesome face, so I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. All right, let's get this for you.
I was listening to your Scottish accent. I was like, all I could think of is Monty Python. It was like, are you Mary Queen of Scots?
That's awesome. Yes. Oh, that's so great, Frank.
Hey, Dan, how much is a bottle of cheap ale? Like if I were go to a tavern or something.
Cheap ale? Yeah, just a bottle?
Yeah.
3 copper, something like that. It'd be cheap. If it's like a jug that you could carry on your hip or something like that, it'd be like 3 copper. But if you're looking for something small, maybe 2 copper.
Okay. I want one to carry on my hip.
Oh, ooh,
I want
nice.
to go buy one
Uh-huh.
and sit on the steps of the university and drink it while I'm waiting for everybody else.
Ah!
I've already got my clothes.
Yes.
Is
Okay.
it in a
The
paper
equivalent
bag?
of a 40 at PBR.
Yeah.
Yes. Big
That
glass
is
bottle.
Amazing. Nice. Beautiful.
I want to tough it out, but with my state, I think I'm gonna. Well, I have some.
Good night.
Oh yeah. If you've got to go, Mariah,
Yeah.
go for
No,
it. Get some
no,
rest.
hang on. Rain has something to do before
Oh, before we
before
all
I leave. Before I leave,
Ah.
because if I don't do this, if Rain does not do this now, Mariah will forget to do it next week.
Oh, gotcha. Well, let me jump back in then. Yeah, I think we've got everyone.
I was like, no, the state of that I am, I will probably forget.
It's in a brown paper bag. That's awesome, Trey. Okay, so having completed their shopping, everyone finds themselves at one point or another headed back to the university, where you all make it down to the 20th subfloor and find Archivist Lorna, Tara, and 3 other wizards. I mean, they're wearing the very obviously the Tensor University tabards on the outside of their clothing. But it's all very fuzzy, warm, long cloak clothing and pants tucked into some high boots that look like Uggs because they're fuzzy inside. And Tara looks up. Well, I'm glad that you've all made it and chosen to teleport. If you're all ready to go then. Yes, any last minute needs before heading out? No? Very well.
Galathor, you grabbed the thing, right?
Yes.
Well, in that case, she nods to a person that's running the teleportation room. And again, you're kind of familiar with them now. Very large room, 7 or 8 pillars around the circular room. Giant runic circle, very intricate runes built throughout it. And as you stand inside and they activate it, the walls themselves are broken up into 5 sections that spin in different directions every other. As it starts to spin, and a hum is created, and builds and builds and builds until things sort of get briefly spaghettified in front of you, and then they go black, and then you feel yanked a million miles an hour before bamfing out somewhere. And you all appear in a building that said was at some point or another been demolished. You're just standing in what used to be probably the living space of a building that has barely any walls left. Certainly no ceiling or roof. Out in a port city, very cold, wind, blowing some light flurries of snow across your face, whatever parts of your skin you have exposed are just bitten by the cold. And you can hear the crashing of waves on the beach nearby as you have found yourselves, click, click, double click zone, at Thunder Bay Wharf on the continent.
Thunder Bay.
Yeah. Thunder Bay of Tegradoth.
Be there. Thunder Bay Wharf. Be there. Sunday.
Awesome. Archivist Dolores. And you can see some of the snow sticking to her the exposed crystalline section. She doesn't seem affected by the cold per se. She's wearing heavier clothing, but it seems to be maybe out of fitting in, need to fit in rather than staying warm. Well, we've returned, but no boat. Yes. Oh. Well, there should be a small camp set up where we can get some information on the goings-on here in Tegradoth. Let's head north. Shouldn't be all but a few miles from here.
Lead the way.
And she kind of charges forth. Tara is already cold and shivering a bit. Oh, it's so cold. Are you all well? Did you make the journey well then?
Erwin is staying as far away from those other wizards from the university as possible.
Okay.
Without being, while still being a part of like the group. She's just like on the other end.
Gotcha.
Split up, just not there.
She kind of leans in towards Emil. Is your friend all right? And kind of nods back to Erwin.
Rain's gonna stay close to Erwin. And she's gonna grab her hand and hold it for comfort.
Not every member of Tensor University is equally trusted, shall we say.
Understood. Well, good reasons for being here. Good reasons. There's good reasons. We're doing good. She seems to be telling herself as she's freezing cold.
Freezing.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. We'll be able to find Delora if the wind picks up. We'll see right through it. Let's head on then, shall we? And starts.
Erwin, are you all the way in the back, like behind everybody else?
Yeah, she's like if the wizards were like over here, she's over here.
Okay.
She's like still part of the group, just on the complete opposite end.
Haha, nice. Okay.
Okay, I'll be behind you and Rain.
I love these arms.
Galithor's gonna stick to the middle of the pack.
Okay.
Kaylin will be in front.
All right.
I will tend to be towards the front.
Okay.
I will be in front of Erwin. So we've got like a nice little diamond shape around her.
Oh, neat. Puppy buffer. Emil? Emil? Do you have a location you'd like to travel in the pack?
We're in a town, right?
It's like a very decrepit, broken down port town. Not too many intact buildings left.
Yeah, I feel like Emil would follow, moving from shadow to shadow. I don't think he's going to be like in the marching order. He'll be lit off to the side.
Okay. And Devanya, where would you like to be in the marching order?
She was in the back.
Oh, you were in the back. Okay, right. Following the back.
Between Rain and Erwin.
Okay.
I'm behind you guys.
Gotcha.
Ignore me.
That's okay.
Callie's sort of buzzing about. More, if you're front-ish, then anyone sort of around or near you is a Galithor behind you. Kaylin in front. She's just really excited. Oh wow! So I haven't seen snow. I've seen a lot. Haven't seen snow. This is cool. Yes.
Seen much of it myself. So
You too. Ooh. What do you think? It's cold. I really don't like this cold, but it looks beautiful.
are you okay? Are you warm enough?
Yeah, I have these super cute clothes, and she has like the tall, like the Russian hat from like 80s movies with the big flaps at the
see.
side. Yeah.
You look great.
Thank you. Yeah, as all of you. Oh gosh, I'll have to resize that
Good
thing.
lord. That's a lot of snow and ice and coldness.
Yeah. It's not fun. There we go. How to do. As you trudge through with just a light flurry, thankfully, but the ice cold air is biting at any exposed skin, and it, over time starts sort of penetrating your clothing too. And it's not, the clothing's enough to keep you warm from having to roll anything, but it is still fleeping cold. Take care. Was that? Did you get to do what you wanted to do, Mariah?
No, because I forgot what the thing I wanted to
do. Okay. Well, have a good night.
Knowing me, I will figure it out like late in the night.
Nice. Well, shoot me a message if you remember. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, you know what? As we're walking, Kaylin will fall back to Rain.
That's the thing.
Kaylin will fall back to Rain, just kind of like nonchalantly.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of walk beside of her for a bit. Are you warm enough, Rain?
Mm-hmm.
So did you ever meet Mallow that was traveling with us, the white dragon? Small thing, blue.
I'm trying to remember. Oh, yes.
You want to see something cool?
You can see Rain's eyes just get big with excitement.
Okay, I'm going to try this. I'm not sure if it'll work because it's new to me. Anyways, hold up your arm and I'll hold up mine next to hers.
I do.
If I think about it, Dan, does the dragon transfer to her arm? That too?
Roll. Just roll a d20 if you would, both of you. Please, and thank you.
Which one should...
Is there something that I'm rolling for, or
just a straight d20?
Well, that's just an 8 then.
Keyleth. Oh, not. Oh, Steph did one better. 5.
Nope. Everything stays the same. You kind of link hands, but you feel Mallow being sort of dormant currently.
Anyways, he's a tattoo now. And sometimes I might be able to get him to come on your arm. We'll try again later, okay? Okay.
And with that, Steph to the rescue. Good night, guys.
Good night, Mariah.
Alrighty. Have a great night, Mariah.
I'll try.
Oh, good.
Mariah. Not bad.
Hey. Alright. Let's just swap through the old webcams here. And quickly change name tags as needed. I don't think there's too many. Oh my gosh. Alright, Aaron, Blueberry, still Blueberry, it looks like. So we can turn off this one. And Devania, Emil, that's just the bottom left. That goes from Rain to Kaylin. And bottom right, that goes from Kaylin to Galathor. All right, not bad. Thought it switched fantasy grounds, and I've got a bunch of stuff pulled up. I was like, oh no! Pay no attention to any of that. All right. Oh, geez, gross. Okay. Anyway, never mind my comments. So, as you proceed from there, you trudge through the snow. Here near the port, the snow isn't that deep. A few inches, you trudge through. It has that perfectly, there's no footsteps here. And as you step on the crust of the snow, it just crunches in every a couple of inches, ever so much, depending on your gait. As you continue on, you get about 1.5 miles away from the coastline here. It starts getting deeper. It's up to maybe like a half a foot now. So it's starting to slow you down a little bit as you kind of have to trudge through.
I'll hold Blueberry.
Thank you.
Because the snow is probably up to like your ears. So.
Awesome. All right. So you will, I'll just put that off to the side because I don't know. You carry on, you find your way up to about 2 miles from the port city, where you see a little bit of light white smoke coming up over the horizon, hard to see against the white clouds of the sky and all the snow. You see just a handful of Dragonborn here as you approach. Archivist Lorna in the lead is just walking into the camp. Do you all just wish to follow her into the camp or do anything beforehand?
What color are the Dragonborns? And also, what do they look like?
Oh. None of them have wings.
Okay, does the Dragonborn look like what it does in the player's handbook?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
Okay.
You actually see a number of silver dragons here. Seem to have no problem with the cold at first glance. And you do notice 2 red dragonborn mixed in there as well, seemingly younger than the silver ones. They're about 6 or 7 silver, 2 younger red ones. It's a little bit tough to tell gender, and that they're all wearing, comfortable clothes for them here, that cover up any of the slight distinctions you might point that out.
Okay. Erinwin's gonna just let her scales show.
Oh, okay.
So she's bronze.
Ah, okay. Nice. All right. Anything for anyone else on the way up to the camp?
And then I'll walk. I'll go up closer to the front and walk next to Delmona. Just kind of more excited now.
Okay.
Okay. This is cool. This is cool.
Callie is flying about, and oh my god, she's gonna fly up here to Vanya, zip behind your head, over your shoulder, and be like, oh, they're dragons. She's gonna kind of whisper into your ear, you little buzz of her wings. Oh, sorry. They're dragons, though.
Isn't it cool?
That's so cool. I wonder if they breathe fire.
I have no idea, but that would be really cool to see.
Oh, yes. Maybe I'll ask him. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just going to shake my head and laugh.
She buzzes about, sort of over toward Kaylin, then over towards Mort, and she's going to buzz over to the Blueberry as Erinwin's carrying Blueberry. And be like, am I supposed to go into your hat for this? And she's shaking her head. No. Right, yes, exactly. Perfect. Oh, good.
I mean, it'd probably be nice and warm under there.
I'm sure it would be. Did you see? Oh, wait, you? And she kind of goes to try and feel a couple of the scales, noticing them on your face. You're a dragon too.
Well, half dragon.
Okay. All right. I see. That's why the hair and stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Yep. Yep.
Be careful of the red, all of them, but especially the red ones.
Red ones. Okay. All right.
You know, why don't you stick close to one of us? Actually, just kind of. You don't have to go under a hood or anything. Just
okay. Good.
Don't fly off.
Okay, I will be close, and if you need me, I can do things.
I know. That's why I want you close.
Okay. And she'll kind of buzz about. You all enter maybe a 10-tent camp. Of course, you're counting about 9 people here, but one of the tents is a rather larger one. Yes, Gallup, that's amazing. Nice, prepared for the cold. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes. Okay, sorry. I'm just so excited about that. That's amazing. Let's see. Right. And you see Archivist Delorna speaking with one of them. What do you want to do as you enter the camp? Do you want to head over with Archivist Delorna? Do you want to peruse and examine, or just sort of hang about till you're called on?
I'm going to go with her.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I think, but staying 5-10 paces behind her just in case, just keeping an eye out on everybody. Gotcha. As they are, I'm sure, keeping an eye on us.
Same.
Could you describe the layout of the camp again, Dan?
Yes, there are 10 tents. They're sort of scattered about. The smaller ones, they're just sleeping tents, 9 of them. And then there's one that's almost like a command tent, maybe 25 feet deep, 10, 12 feet wide. Campfire in the middle, some old petrified wood that's used maybe for some benches here. They're half-cut logs that are just barely making it out of the snow. some, a pot of stew on a thing over the campfire, and some other odds and ends and weapons about, in the camp.
Is it kind of like out in the open, or is it kind of like in a little valley?
It's open and sort of one of the more open fields here. A number of mountains in the background, maybe a mile away or so further north, but here it's just fairly open. You can see for a pretty long, a good mile out. Okay. Archivist Delorna, so for everyone that is nearby, you hear her talking to the one seemingly in charge, one of the silver dragonborn. Yes, okay. Well, perhaps some food and yes. So everyone, this is Sergei, and they will be allowing us to stay here at camp and stock up and prepare for a longer journey. They have some information that they're going to share. He has agreed to allow one of us from Tensa University and one of you from your party join him in the command tent for a debriefing. Do you have a choice on who you wish to send forth?
Mort will look to Kaelin. Do you want to go? Or Erwin?
It's fine. Kaelin's much smarter than I am, so she would be the one.
It's not a matter of that.
Things.
No, but we are in a camp of Dragonborn, so
You might carry some more weight with that.
Aaron,
That's
when
a
do you
good
want
thought.
to go?
Yes.
Okay, go.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm perfectly fine out here.
Okay.
Good. There's stew on the fire. Help yourselves. Tara, I would like to attend in the tent if this is acceptable. And okay. Tara comes up and sort of approaches Archivist Delorna, puts her hand sort of on the side of her arm, and just not in a too intimate a way, just sort of a pat, like, yes, of course, and gives a couple pats and takes a few steps back.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if she cast a spell there?
Yep, you can make an Arcana check, and anyone else nearby. Does anyone? Someone does, I know. Go ahead, Blueberry. What you got?
What color Dragonborn was Sergei?
There's mostly silver. I think 7 silver and 2 red.
Oh no! What color is Sergei, the dude that's helping us?
Oh, silver.
The Dragonborn, sorry, that's helping. Silver.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I got a 16, Dan.
I got an 18.
Okay.
What is an Arcana check?
Arcana
Dan?
or perception?
That would be 25 total.
Jeez. Is that Arcana or perception?
Arcana.
Anyone else
Okay.
wanna?
Arcana of 21.
Okay. All right. Who had a 23 or higher? Kaelin and Emil. Ooh, using the tower and getting rewarded for it by getting. Yes. Okay. So very high number. Nice. So the two of you now, Emil, you have seen a bit of a trick like this with some arcane, one of the arcane tricksters rogues. But this is sort of an advanced thing where there has a sensor has been placed to be able to observe the proceedings. Kaelin, with your Arcana check and your Sage background, you recognize this as well as sort of a scrying, eavesdropping sensor placed.
That Delorna placed on her.
It's actually Tara that placed it on Delorna. Delorna wants to go in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say anything.
So Emil and Kaylin see it. Sorry, she just rolled super well for her.
Naturally, Emil will not react at all because Emil trusts Tara.
Okay. Well, then, let us head in, Aaronwin. Good. She turns and heads into the tent. Sergei goes in as well. There's a large table here, a number of notes, and some rough maps drawn out on here. He has even some what do you call them? Basically minis to like identify different clans and other things on the map in the center. Outside, though, there's soup for everyone. The other Dragonborn are sort of looking at everyone else with a careful eye. Inside, Sergei, gives Aaronwin a... You're... of dragon.
I'll respond back in Draconic, yes.
Yes. Pats you on the back of his shoulder blade. Good. All right. Here's the information that we've received. And he starts moving some of his little minis around. At first, this Rykari, well... They start here at this port, and he's speaking in common for Archivist Delorna, but it's a little bit broken. But he'll have like a comment every so often, sometimes under his breath in Draconic that you'll hear. It'll give you maybe a chuckle. And
I'll offer to say in Draconic if there's, I speak common very well, so if you need help translating, I can.
Good. Good. Yes. Well, move some more of the pieces around. This Rykari start here and move westward, circling the coast, trying to recruit, but still seems an odd strategy. Rykari's goal is here, and he taps on, I'm just going to share this map out again. Sorry if I'm blowing up everyone's desktop space. But if you look on Tegradoth map, way in the northern part there's Ornair Kilar, which used to be the leading clan, Silver Dragonborn. Some century and a half ago, used to be the ruling clan over the others on Tegradoth before this whole disaster took place.
So he said they started on the west. Is it where?
Started here on the east, at this very port, moved west across the continent, and is sweeping up and around to come back and finally swoop up, down around the mountain range and then up to the heavily guarded Ornair Kilar that has all these natural defenses of mountains built around it.
So they're avoiding the coast and kind of squiggling up. Is that what I'm?
They're just wrapping around. They're getting the entire continent. They're just going like directly left.
So they're squiggling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
basically.
They're following the where the dead earth, the dead land meets the snow to the west, and then going up and back down, and then up the mountain range. I think that they're trying to recruit as many bodies before they approach the capital, as it used to be. Heavily guarded. Some of us still reside there. But something is not right. This Rykari leaves many, many behind. Pulling from reports, maybe only a dozen or so from each clan of 100 at least. Something does not sit right. Not your typical tactic.
Meaning, majority of these clans go follow them.
Yes. But clans don't let clans people go like this. Every person needed in these times. Very strange.
Did you meet them? This Rykari?
No.
They haven't come here.
They came through here, but we only found out after they passed through. Now we guard this port. I would put Rykari face in dirt if I met. Spits in the ground. Delorna kind of looks over. So, this is not typical behavior. Interesting. Do you know if magic is involved?
Oh, I'm betting there is.
Oh, you think? Yes. It would fit, yes?
I mean, what do we know of this Rykari person, right? We know that there's someone magical, right?
Yes.
And this Rykari is the boss over this lich that we're having problems with, yeah?
Rykari is highest in rank of liches, demi-liches army.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's
strong.
obviously some magical forced recruitment happening.
Well, this is why we're here. Where are their forces now? She asks. Their forces now, perhaps slide some of the minis around the mountain and up. Probably just around where the above where the D is in Tegradoth. Around the mountain range. You've made it that far.
Okay.
Now, that is treacherous land. Will take them maybe 2 weeks to approach capital. If anywhere is to take a stand, it would be capital. We could make it there 1 week's time with sleds.
That would be dangerous.
We're not afraid of danger.
No,
live for
we're not.
danger.
But in that time, think of all the different clans that they could have gone through and how many of us we would be fighting. The sooner we can stop them, the better.
You wish to confront directly?
Yeah.
I
wonder if it would be better to confront them in the dangerous mountains. Because I suppose it depends on how defensible the capital is now.
Capital is strong. Many natural defenses. Some 200 clanspeople. Still largest clan.
But you all know these lands. So it seems to me it's possible we could have an advantage either way.
This is my information. Talk amongst selves. Tell me your desire. We fight either way. And And he kind of nods at the door.
Thank you.
Mm. Gives an extra nod to you.
Kind of do like the dragon fist bump.
Nice. Poof, punches it. Yeah.
Oh.
And Erwin's dead.
Nice. The two of
No,
them
I have
come
plot armor.
out. The two of them come out. Tara just minding her business, ladling some soup into a stone bowl.
Caitlin stayed right near Tara
Okay.
because she saw that she had placed that spell, just in case, watching Tara's reactions to make sure nothing, went down.
Make an insight check. Oh, while you're watching.
Natural 20.
Amazing.
Nice.
Oh, good rolls tonight. So you do see in her expression a couple times, as well as she hides it, a moment or two, she's like a little bit of a worried face and a little bit of trying to puzzle something out as well.
Okay.
Excuse me, is this beetroot in the soup?
You asking just one of the Dragonborn? Beetroot? No. No beets here. Similar, yeah. Yeah. You
Pray
like?
tell, what's in this soup?
Why? That begins so with me. Oh gosh, he uses some draconic terms for something akin to beats, but not quite as beatish.
It's beat without the beat.
Yeah, it's sort of like a meat and potato stew. Meat of bear and some vegetables from caves. Kind of looks over at the mountain range nearby. It's good for body. You like?
Yeah, mind if I try a little?
Yes. Eat up, friend. Seems excited that you like the stew. Maybe perhaps they made it. He watches your expression like.
Not as bad.
It's an adequate soup.
Warms up the body.
Yes, and he pats you on the back. Yes. I hear you lowlanders don't like the cold. Yes. And looks around and sees everyone in their snuggly coats.
Not particularly, no.
It's invigorating. Kind of takes a big breath in and all the, water vapor breath out. I hope we march on our foe.
Do you like war?
Yes. Glorious way to live and to die. Do you?
Not afraid of dying?
Ah! Not if it is on the battlefield.
Have any family here?
Yes. A child.
Not afraid of leaving them behind?
No, both, two children, both daughters, so they live with mother.
You don't think they'll miss you if you die?
No. 3 years. 3 years with both parents, then boys with men, girls with women.
Do you ever think about your parents?
I think of seeing them once again after my work here is done. We don't live as long as the rest of you. Looks around. Some of you longer than others.
If I only lived 30 some years, I would want to spend as much time as I could with my family.
You know of Dragonborn. Family's good, but not a necessity. Only to be brought into this world to serve our clans.
Do you have many people leave? Many Dragonborn?
Oh.
They just stay here? Just...
We stay in our clan and serve our purpose. What did you get on your... You did a history check for Dragonborn. It was a high one, right?
I didn't do a history check.
You didn't? Oh, okay. Good.
No.
Do a history check on Dragonborn. You did on Tegradoth.
I did a
though,
history check for Tegradoth.
Okay. Anyone listening that wants to, that has a proficiency in history, or is just like my character.
It's a 17 total.
Can also do a history check if they want. Although that's enough for Caitlin to know. But...
A 10.
Okay.
Plus 10 with a 1.
Oh no! So Caitlin, you know that sometimes Dragonborn are called Dragonborn are born with something called their breath weapon comes into effect rather around age 13, 10 to 13, sort of puberty-esque. However, while typically it matches the color of their scales, there's something for each lineage. Sometimes they develop what's called dragon fear instead. And while it's just a different type of dragon thing, you know that adult dragons have that. They have an aura of fear that they send out. For Dragonborn, it's considered like a major social no-no. Like something's wrong with this. You need to get rid of this kid. Kill it or exile it. It's pretty harsh. And that sometimes when parents or others defy the clan or defy, often in case of that, a parent might be like, no, not so much. That's some of the ways they end up over in Eshgil, Quigwen rather, the exile city, pariah city. Dragons don't leave clan.
Even those with dragon fear? They don't leave on their own, but they're forced to leave.
Dragon fear is... How would you say it? Worse than a bad omen. Bring disaster to clan. They need to be put down for their own good. And the good of the clan. Takes a swig of soup, apparently.
How very, how very kind of you.
Yes.
Barbaric. While I understand that
Jeez.
everybody has a part to play in their communities, I mean, apart from that, you just throw everybody out that's different.
This does not happen often, but it's danger to the clan. Must be dealt with.
How do you know it's dangerous when you haven't dealt with it?
History. This is our... more than tradition, this is our history. It is written, and our elders speak it, and so it is.
And you don't question it?
No. We do not question elders. Their wisdom greatly exceeds ours.
And yet, here you are.
Yes.
Forgive me, I don't know much about dragons. Dragonborn. Your kind. So, forgive me if I spoke out of turn about anything. I just find it, in a way, distasteful how you guys treat those that are different or not becoming of being a part of the community as a whole.
We do not travel far, but do your kind not have many that treat others that are different in a similar way?
Touché.
Just because other
Just to
people
patch
do it doesn't mean that it's the right thing to do.
Perhaps.
All I'm saying is that before you rush off to war, consider your children, at least. I lost my father at birth due to war. And not a day goes by that I don't regret that happened, even though I can't do anything about it, or could then. And so just consider them, and I'll just walk away.
Seems a little, he's puzzled, sort of thinking like, he died a glorious death, but, appreciating your sentiment.
I do want to go up to, have they came out of the tent? Are they on their way out of the tent?
Yeah, we'll say
Okay.
they're heading over right now.
So how did it go?
Delora looks at Aaron.
We have a few decisions to make. Seems this Rykari has been going around the land, probably forcefully recruiting Dragonborn, taking most of the clan after them, and eventually they're going to march on the capital. That's what they think.
So Lorna heads off to the side with Tara to discuss.
And there's no way to do what we need to do without going through them?
What was it that we need to do again?
Oh, we're looking for Drakari, right? Never mind.
Because we are looking for Rykari, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he thinks that they're most likely in the mountains. It'll probably take him a good at least 2 weeks to get to the capital. We would have a chance to get to the capital in a week where we could meet up with them and try to fend them off. Or I don't know.
Or is there something else? Or you're just processing?
I'm just thinking there's... I don't like the thought of a lot of people being forced against their will to follow this person and to do if these Dragonborn are being controlled somehow, I want to find them as soon as possible and free them. Find this Rykari and get it over with.
I understand that, but you also have to keep in account that Dragonborn are very loyal to their kind. So, is Drakari... Wait, do we know if Drakari is a Dragonborn, Dan? We don't know.
Rykari, yeah, you're not sure.
Rykari. If he's gotten some Dragonborn with him, then it might not be too difficult for him to rally more troops as he goes through. So it could be mind control, yes, but it could also be just people not knowing another way, which is still a form of mind control, in my opinion. But I see where your concern is.
And I just feel if we go to the capital and wait for them there, that'll give them more chance to recruit others, which would then make it more difficult.
So you want to head them off?
Yeah. So they're in the mountains, and the mountains are extraordinarily dangerous.
Of course they are.
But, and I feel like we could use that to our advantage. If we have people with us who know. Not the pen!
No!
Blast this pen! Blast this wretched pen!
Awesome. Callie's gonna buzz about. So I think that we're forgetting to ask someone with a bunch of military experience. Blueberry. You're just like completely mistaken about Blueberry's history.
Kaylin looks at Blueberry. Blueberry, do you have something that you want to add?
Oh, it's yeah.
I didn't know that you had a lot of military experience.
Oh, neither did I.
Oh.
Nice. Callie's like, oh. Huh.
I appreciate the thought, though, Callie. Really do.
Sorry.
I think we should discuss.
Sure.
And then come to an agreement together.
See?
That sounds like a great plan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Callie. And Blueberry.
Always helpful.
Awesome.
I'll turn back to Erinwin. What did Delorna think? Did you say was this your idea to head them off, or who?
It was mine. Delorna didn't say much, really.
Is Delorna and Tara still talking together?
Yep, they're just maybe 25, 30 feet away inside the tent.
Caitlin's going over there.
Tara will address you first, since Delorna's back is to you. Oh, okay then. Yes. You've heard the news then, yes. Distressing?
What part of the past month has not been?
Yes.
So, Erinwin has, and I think you heard it, her idea about heading them off and not going to the capital city because we're afraid they're going to build their forces before they get there.
Yes.
My question is to you, since both of you seem to know this area at least a little bit better than we do. What would be... She said the mountains are dangerous?
Yes, she's apparently the area in which the enemy is currently traveling is rather treacherous. Avalanches and heavy snowfall and driving winds and such. Truthfully, Delorna and I are also in a similar mind. So I think we've arrived at a conclusion, at a decision.
And that would be?
One of us is to... We are to find out what you all wish to do. One of us will head with you the other in the other direction. If you head to the keep, then one of us will go with you, and the other will take the 3 wizards to scout the party of Rykari's forces. If you choose to confront Rykari, then one of us will go with you, and the other will take the 3 wizards and head to the keep to inform them of the latest information and help bolster their defenses.
I don't like going to the keep because it makes me feel like we're going to be sitting ducks there.
Oh.
But I'm not making this decision before consulting everyone else. Okay.
No, please, Kate.
Oh, wait.
Please.
No, I was going to say I was going to start walking away.
Oh, okay.
But
Nice.
please continue. There's something else.
Just consider, there are pros and cons to each, of course. The heavy weather and treacherous landscape do make it difficult to approach safely, and then certainly to engage. However, you're correct. There's freedom to retreat. The ruling capital does not offer a retreat, but is surrounded on 3 sides by mountain and very narrow and well-guarded passageways with a clan of 200 strong. So it all depends on the size of the forces, their capabilities. Just more information to consider while making your decision.
Would we have time if something would happen that would go south with meeting them in the mountains to make it back to the keep?
It is my understanding that they are currently traveling north, and as such, from here, you would actually have to head a bit north of the forces to cut them off.
Sure.
So you would end up rather close, perhaps a day's travel from the keep itself, where you were to meet them off, if you choose that route. Worst case, you can follow the mountain range north to the capital.
Okay. All right, thank you. I will discuss with everyone else.
We will give you your privacy. Let us know when you've arrived at a decision.
Is this all like, are we like just standing outside, Dan? Or where are we standing?
Oh, it's
right now?
outside in the middle of the camp.
Is there like a place that we can go to like talk, or do we just have to stand outside? Is it just like an encampment, like an army camp area?
Just tents set up. Mm-hmm.
Great.
Oh, it's
okay.
cold.
That's fine. That's fine. So I will go back over to the group and Erwin specifically.
Okay.
Is everyone, I'm guessing, is kind of gathered here close?
Yes. Oh,
the area?
I think that, I feel that, boop, 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 boop. What's her name? Oh my gosh. I've got Kate stuck in my head. Thank you. Tara. Would also advise, let me do a roll and see, because, okay. Would have also just added, there is also, on the way, either choice, a clan that was one of the first that Rykari encountered. Perhaps you could ask them questions? Get a better feel for who this was and what they really wanted? It might take a few hours additional, but it would be worth it, I imagine.
I think that's a good idea. Do you know their name?
No, only that.
But you'll know where to find, like, whoever travels with us will know where to find them.
Yes, they are of this same silver dragon clan, dragonborn clan.
Okay, thank you. I will head over then. So it's completely up to us what we want to do. I personally feel kind of not good about being sitting ducks at the keep. They did assure that there were 300 people there to fight with us, and that there were passageways out if something were to go wrong. But still, it feels like just going and waiting for something to happen, which I don't like doing. If we meet them in the mountains, well, either way, we can stop by the clan that Rykari first stopped at to maybe ask some questions about Rykari and how many there were with him. At the time, I know that was just the first clan that he hit, but if we head them off at the mountains, if something does go wrong, we could make it back, might be able to make it back to the keep to still help.
And if we're lucky, maybe we can stop him in the mountains.
We will have less people to fight with us. We won't have the 300, but
We
they
don't
are
need
sending
to fight
some.
the army. We need to fight him.
You don't think the army's going to come after us if we fight Rykari?
I don't know.
Well, as Mort's listening in, I guess he's going to try to grab a map and try to get some understanding of, where's everything and where they at right now. And I'm of the opinion, I think we don't know enough to attack them while they're traveling. They could have 200, they could have 500. We don't know.
So you just want to go and hole up at the keep and wait for them to attack
Well,
us?
I want to go to the first camp to find out how are they recruiting? Are they taking them by force? Are these conscripted soldiers? Are they being mind controlled? Are they killing people and turning them into undead? And finding out how many we're facing before we just charge headlong into a force we have no idea how many we're charging headlong into. We have the local knowledge where we can get there where we need to be ahead of them anyway. They're taking the long way. Why they're taking the long way fascinates me, but I don't know if they're just
more troops.
Probably increasing their numbers.
As a respected war general, I agree with Mort. I think we should get more information. I think we should get more information before we make a decision on whether to go to the keep or fight them in the mountains.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, then we can have. But I think overall, I don't. Unless they're straggling and under 50, maybe we encounter them in the mountains. But if they have accumulated a force, then it's pretty much dictated we got to go to the keep and use the keep's defenses to our advantage and their numbers. Looks like it sounds like the keep's established in a kill box where there's only one way in. So it's just out in the open. We're a small force. We have a great risk of being flanked by a large number and things going south really quick if we walk into a large force. So let's find out who we're facing, how many, what is he doing. Maybe we'll find out along the way also what's he looking for, why is he here.
Well, we know that Sam told us he's trying to unite the Dragonborn clans.
Okay.
Though we don't know exactly why he wants to do that.
And how is he convincing these members of clans to leave their clans, essentially, and where it seems they have a very strong clan bond here? I don't know. That makes me even more worrisome that he's convincing people to leave their strong bonded clans to come follow him. So I think just my thoughts are find that first village, see what he's been doing, and then if there's big numbers, then we got to go for the keep.
Is there any chance there is a teleportation circle at the keep?
I mean, I asked around Delorna about getting from where we were out in the mountains to the keep if we go that way, and there wasn't a teleportation circle mentioned, but I didn't ask specifically.
But Mort doesn't need a teleportation circle, right? Because your spell, as long as you know where the place is, we can...
Yeah, it works on percentages, so...
Well, like, if you see... If we go to the...
Wouldn't you have to be there? Wouldn't you have had to have been there, Mortimer?
If there's there's no problem if it's a teleportation circle, or I am familiar with it.
We're not familiar with it.
That is correct. Of course, teleportation mishap.
Yeah, I love this table.
But it doesn't really, it doesn't really help on this.
Are Delorna and still in the area that they were in before? 30 feet away?
Mm-hmm. On just a description alone.
Kaylin's just going to turn towards them and just be like, is there a teleportation circle at the keep?
Oh, no. The Dragonborn don't go for that one bit. Kind of nods to everyone there.
Okay.
Should just look at Mort.
So as everybody's aware of the numbers, based on the description only, there is a 25% chance that I will be on target.
No.
Yeah. Other than that, it's better than 50% chance that there will be a mishap where we take damage.
No, we're not.
So just
What's
on
the
the
worst
description.
mishap?
Oh, I think you take so many D10 damage stuff. It's not good.
Oh yeah, you wind up. The DM gets to roll to see where you end up, and
damage.
Think of transporter problems from Star Trek.
If half of our party die just trying to get from one freaking place in this snowbound hellhole to another, no.
Now, Dan, let me ask you a question, just aside. Yes. The other option is, of course, my Saving Private Ryan solution, an associated object. If one of these clan members had an artifact or an item from that town.
Or if they've been to it and...
Yeah, it's still based on, that's still description, I think.
It's more
if they've been to it and, scales come off easily.
Do they?
That's an associated object.
That's true.
Why stop at a scale? Let's just take a whole arm.
Just sacrifice
borrow
the
that?
Dragonborn.
Aaronwood knows how it works.
Associated object means that you possess an object taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months, such as a book from Wizard's Library, bed linen from a royal suite, or a chunk of marble from a lich's secret tomb.
Okay, so, but it doesn't specify that I would have had to have taken it.
Correct.
Somebody else. So if someone we meet has an object from that city.
Wait, why are
Within
we
the past 6 months.
teleporting? Should look at Galathor. Why are we teleporting to the keep?
Get there faster. Or if we need to get there faster.
Yeah, if we need to retreat fast.
Backup plan.
If we go to the mountains, that's a backup plan.
Yeah.
Then again, that's only the 8 of us. We would leave whoever else is traveling with us behind.
Oh yeah, no, we're not leaving members of our party behind.
No, I mean like Delorna and Tara and whoever clan members are traveling with us.
Oh.
I'm really sorry. I've completely forgotten. Why are we going after this person?
He is working for Yethaz, we think, and he's here well, it's been reported that he's recruiting these clans people to, I guess, fight for him in whatever they're planning on doing, which we don't know.
But the university's asked us to come.
Yes.
And they sent 4 people with us.
Mm-hmm.
A mighty
Technically
force of
6 if you count Delorna and Tara.
Cool.
Fun.
Yep.
It's a secret mission.
Secret mission in uncharted space.
So I think, either way, I think, no matter which way we're going, go to the first camp and get the intel.
Yeah.
With all haste. Time is of the essence. We got to make sure, if we have to get to the keep ahead of them, that we can.
Devanya, your thoughts?
So I'm going to retcon a little bit. The entire time that they were in the big ass tent, so to speak.
Yeah.
And then while we were talking with the dragon, I keep on saying just dragon, not dragonborn.
Me too. Yeah.
She's just whittling away and waiting by the fire.
Okay.
And she's actually making a figure of the dragonborn that they were talking to.
Oh, wow,
Nice.
neat. Okay.
And she's going to give it to him and basically say, you know, you have honor in what you do, and I respect that.
This is fine work. Anyone that has poured their energy into learning a craft such as this is worthy of praise. And it's me.
I don't know anything about praise, but I'm glad that you enjoy it.
Thank you. Yes. Ha! Gives you a pat.
Oh. And then while everybody is discussing what we're gonna do or what we want to do, I'm just shoving food in my face.
Nice.
Just listening. Considering we know nothing of this place, we know nothing or hardly anything of the terrain, and we don't know what we are up against at all. All we are here for is rumors. I think it would be wise to gather information first and then make the decision. Because I think if we try to go to the mountains, as much as you want to wipe him out, so to speak, we've got to put our head on straight first. With Octonauts in the background.
Agreed.
I'm with Mort on this. They'll keep shoveling food in my face.
I think we're all with Mort about. Aaron,
Getting
are you
intel.
okay with stopping at the clan first?
Yeah, that makes sense. Not
Question.
rushing in blindly.
I have a question. So are the Dragonborn that are in the clan that we're going to stop by, are they left over from the aftermath of what happened, or did they come in after what happened? And
the clan you are looking to stop at was the first one that Rykari stopped in to recruit.
And then the people who are there are the ones that were left behind
okay,
once he left.
okay, interesting.
Okay.
Aaron Wynn's going to sit down and shovel food in her face too. Soon Devon's going to
Tara's going to come over. Of course, I don't want to rush. She's shivering, but it's freezing, and I'm just going to sit by the fire here. Not to crowd you, but I just need to warm up a bit while you decide.
Well, we've made a decision, kind of.
Oh.
We would like to go to the clan first and then make a final decision. The first clan that Rykari stopped at.
Wise thinking. Well, should we get underway then?
Get some provisions and provisions for enough to take us to the keep if we had to, and if we could get a little bit more in case we fall into a storm or something.
Yes, they have a number of dried meats, I understand, and other things we can use as provisions.
But remember, we don't want to take enough. We don't want to take too much.
No, we don't want to drag us down. No, that's true. That is true.
Whew. Let's get underway then.
Mush.
Nice.
I feel like Rain might mention that she does have the ability to create food and water.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Did not know that.
That's a cleric spell.
Oh, I don't have any nice stuffed things around. Oh, well. Here, I'll use this Luigi's head that came off this go-kart. So here's the...
The Weekend Theater of the Mind.
So
Let's step on that.
yeah, no kidding. Listen, Doctor, this is what happened.
That is definitely not something I expected to see today.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
1,000,001 shot, Doc. 1,000,001.
Nice. So there are some sleds here for you to use. Wolf power. Wolf-powered sleds. So you're able to load up your cargo and all your people and head on out to this first clan. I'm going to say that you'll actually, unless you have anything to RP on the trip, Archivist Delorna kind of makes some small talk as much as she does, just asking about, if you've faced anything like this before, what kind of, like any this whole great evil pursuing great evil thing is a little bit above her pay grade. Tara sort of joins in the sentiment and shares a little bit of their history. Tara more than Delorna, because hers is sort of all most of it. You can see on the horizon this clan's village. The wolf sleds begin approaching the edge. And are you all just headed right in, or do you want to slow down and walk in, or anything like that?
I want to say we'll slow down and take a look before heading in, just to make sure, that nothing's exploding or whatnot.
Okay. You estimate there's probably no more than 24, maybe around 20 individuals that probably could reside in this very small town. It's not tents. They're wooden structures, but they're, rather small living accommodations, and seems to almost be more of an outpost than, to keep their lands theirs, their territory, more so than a town as you would normally consider it.
I was going to suggest maybe it's not too far, not where they can't see us, but I was going to suggest to Callie that she'd go invisible.
I could do, yeah.
Fly in over the camp, and I don't know what the range of the spell is. Forgive me. Detect good and evil. Over the camp to see if it's if it's evil people there as a trap that they leave behind a force to lie in wait for us.
Oops, wrong thing. Okay.
And tell her, don't engage them. Just, find out, cast that spell, and get out of there as fast as you can.
All right, detect. Okay. Vision,
exactly.
Aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet. Okay. So she buzzes about and returns. And then poof, becomes visible again. No. They're all just sort of going about their business, but almost. I mean, it looks a little weird. It's kind of like clockwork, There's here we go doing our stuff. No one's really chatting or engaging, but I didn't detect anything.
Okay, so if they were on, you go ahead.
Did they look like they were following a certain path that they were walking around, or was it you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, well, there were tracks worn in the snow, and they seem to be kind of repeated quite a bit. I don't know if maybe that's just where they usually walk.
Okay.
It just, felt a little bit off, but nothing bad, just a little weird. You want me to go back invisible and just kind of keep an eye? What can I do? How can I help?
Here's an interesting thought. Okay, go back invisible, and you can cast while invisible without being revealed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check out in a range and do detect thoughts to see if you can discern what these people are thinking.
Yeah, buzz, 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 buzz. She goes into town. Buzz, 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 buzz. Comes back around. Pop! You hear the buzz before you see her turn invisible again. Yeah, so it's a little weird. Now, with detect thoughts without probing, and making myself known.
Yeah, level 1. Yeah.
Yeah, and they all just have this. I don't know. It's a little bit of a blank slate instead of it was usually something like I am hungry. Work. What a pain. But there's nothing. It's just like.
So it is mind control.
Yeah, so.
Thank you very much, Callie.
Sure. Yeah. Glad to be of help.
Oh, man. Proceed with caution.
Or you
Yeah.
can still dispel magic, right?
Yes, and the range on that, but it affects the range, right? 120 feet. One action duration. It doesn't really say.
Yeah, could it do like
One creature or object. So it's
you might be
one
able
thing.
So if we find someone, we can come across them and try to see. So this sounds like mind control. We can try to dispel this.
Do we want to get cute? Do we want to either one of us or Callie go in, attract one of them, get one of them to chase us, and dispel magic and see if we can break the spell?
It's a little scary, but I think I could do it.
I can go with you, Callie.
I'd be less scared, but it's up to you.
Did you say that wolves were like pulling the sled?
Mm-hmm.
Could I ask them to come in with me and see if like
They're like, sure.
Blueberry speaks doggo.
like maybe like just go in and just do like see if they react to the fact that there are wolves coming into the village.
Okay. The wolf you're talking to, a couple of them turn around and respond, and one of them's like, 3 of us will go. There's like probably 10 in total, 5 for, I guess it'd be 9, 3 for each sleigh. 3 sleighs. So, we'll go. The leaders of each 3. Yeah.
Okay. Should we go in? I'll say this in common. Should we go in? See if they react to us?
The wolves are sitting down behind Blueberry.
All right. How
Do you want me to come with you, Blueberry? I can go in invisible.
Careful of
Can you
the
go
snow,
invisible and
Callie
fly at the
says.
same time?
Yes, I can.
Then you won't leave footprints. That's good.
Because
Okay,
my
yeah.
wings.
Mhm. I can help other people fly too.
Wait, we're all flying now?
Well, I'll cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
Should we just go in like a small, and then if they react to the wolves, then it's just like
I'll be your backup. I'll
There's
be your
that
backup.
military mind.
I don't think that we all want to go in, right?
right, we should wait.
Just us.
And I can message everybody back here, so we can keep in communication.
Aaron, do you
good.
want to do like a high level? So, because then they might, I don't know if your wings beat, I don't know where you fly. Whether they're like, where is that wind coming from?
Their wings are flying. So yeah, I think I'll
Nice.
go to like the rooftops,
Cool.
like around up there. So and I'll just stay above you.
Okay. Cool. Wolves, move in.
And they follow your lead. Yep, you go in. Callie is buzzing about, probably closer to you, Blueberry, just to keep a careful eye. Yeah, also going around Aaronwin, who's flying. And they all seem to maintain. Are you speaking to any of them in common, or are you just as a presence?
No. This is just wolves and a fancy-looking dog.
Gotcha.
This is, yeah.
If you walk in their way, they'll pause and be like, oh, and kind of walk around. Otherwise, they don't engage.
Okay. That's cool. I'll tell her, well... Wait, I can send a message. I will message Aaronwin.
Nice.
And say they don't seem to take any notice of us. Should we go back to the others?
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna fly closer and message them and see if they want to come in, or if they want us to do something.
Cool.
So I will message Mort and relay. Be like, they're not really doing anything. Do you want us to try to interact with them further, or do you all want to come in, or should we just try to dispel someone like we thought?
And I'll relay.
Reply to this message.
I'll relay that to everybody else. Yeah.
Could you ask her if she can dimension door someone out?
Ooh. All right. From what everyone can see, are they grouped together, or is there a straggler somewhere off to the side? Or
yeah, I mean, every so often there's someone near the edge of town in this clockwork pattern.
And that's a good idea, Galithor. I think I'll suggest that to Erwin. And I'll tell Erwin that, if possible, if there's a straggler away from the group, this is like herding sheep.
Yeah. This is a game of telephone.
Nice.
To swoop in, pick one off, and dimension door back to us.
Okay. And I'll message Blueberry and say, Blueberry, are there any bronze dragonborn, or any that seem to be like any of them that you can kind of herd to be alone, so I can dimension door them back to the group?
Do I see any bronze dragons?
Bronze? No, they all appear to be silver here.
Okay. Does anybody seem to be doing like a circuit that's like slightly further away from the main part of the...
Do we have a Pluto?
Any what? Sorry, I was just checking.
Wow.
Anyone that's doing like their own little circuit, but it's further away from the center.
Yep, there's there's a woman walking around empty-handed at this point. Sometimes she has a little basket she's carrying with some stuff in it, but she's empty-handed right now and walks the perimeter for a little bit.
Okay, I'll follow her because she doesn't seem to worry about me, so that Aaronwin knows which one I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. And I'll kind of fly down and land behind her, still invisible. I'm trying to be quiet.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a stealth roll.
Go for it.
Advantage because I'm invisible. Natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
So that's 21.
20. Awesome. Let's bump that up. Yeah. I won. Yeah, she's just...
Okay. And I'm going to look at Blueberry and say, head back to the others. And I will carefully put my hands on her shoulders. Does she react? And then in Draconic, I'll say, it's okay. Just come with me, friend.
Okay.
And then dimension door back to the group.
Nice.
With her. And hopefully not into any walls or anything.
It's pretty open here, thankfully. Yeah. Poof, in a smoke of brimstone smelling of brimstone. You bring out and then reappear. Oddly, even though it's typically a willing creature, it seems that she's willing. She's traveled with you. Huh? Oh. I have to get back to work.
Hey, it's all right. I'll
okay.
reappear, and I'm still speaking with her in Draconic.
Okay.
Say, hey, we're here to help you. Don't worry.
Could you help me work?
Absolutely. Yes, my friend is going to cast a spell on you that'll make you work even better, so you can get more done.
All right, and I will cast Dispel Magic, and I'm not going to try not to mess around. I'm going to cast it at 5th level.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Galithor's going to drop his own of truth as well.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
After the Dispel Magic, of course.
Nice.
Can I drop, because invisibility is concentration, can I drop it on myself but remain concentrating on it so then I can like become invisible again?
I think you have to recast it.
I have to recast it. Okay. All right, I'll drop invisibility and then be talking with her while he's doing this.
Dan. Kaylin's going to cast Comprehend Languages on herself.
Nice.
So that she can understand what's happening.
Everyone is so proud. I'm so proud of everybody. It's great.
The magic.
Anyone that speaks Draconic, and Kaylin, will hear, What? Where am I? What? Why? Who are you? What do you want? And she kind of leans down and kind of pulls out like her clawed fingers.
I'll lower my hood, show that like we're here to help.
Speak your name. What do you mean help?
My name is Erinwin. Do you recall what's happened to you in the past few days?
And
I'll use my rustic hospitality feat.
Nice.
Feature to kind of be like, I'm extraordinarily trustworthy.
Nice. I'm actually going to have her roll to see how foggy this is. I remember a stranger.
What sort of stranger?
When I picture their face, it's fuzzy. It hurts. What did they do?
Seems.
My people okay? She looks back at the honey.
How many were in your clan here?
About maybe 36, if you count the youth. And there are still some youths walking about the city, but now only about 24.
How many?
20, were... I think. Oh, 36. She said is about 20.
Right. How many were walking around the town?
I think it was 20, something like that, or fewer. I forget what I said, but it was a fair bit less.
No, they're not.
Well, what's happened?
You and everyone were put under some sort of mind control, we believe. We were able to dispel it on you, but there are some from your town who are gone. And we're looking for the creature that did this to you.
I need to find out who's missing. The stranger. They came speaking of worship, calling to those to turn from Bahamut and follow another. I need to find who is taken, who remains.
I'll come with you.
Okay. She turns to run back towards the clan. She breaks into a run. Are you going to keep up?
I'm going to run with her, and I'm going to just, she's like, come on, we're going in.
Okay, everyone make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, jeez. Damn it!
Does everyone get +3 because I'm next up?
Ooh, yes, nice. I love it. Yep, everyone don't forget to add +3. Thanks to God.
That's an 11 total for Kaylin.
Okay.
7 + 2 + 3, that's 12.
Okay.
But I will say,
you don't want to know.
I will say that Kaylin was not really hurrying, but like that makes a difference.
Okay. Well, I don't think anyone can get a lower one than Blueberry.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
So Blueberry, I mean, rolling the lowest. You're running along and you actually stumble in the snow over something and kind of slide a little bit, and you feel like you've slid over something hard buried in the snow.
Okay. I'm gonna stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, basically just.
Nice little pile of snow behind you, and you see a not cartoony frozen in a block of ice, but a frozen body of a dragonborn, dead fish eyes hazed over, sitting with the neck sort of bent off to this side, and one little hand sort of up a little bit, and as you clear all that off, with its cold dead fish eyes, it kind of looks over at you, twists its head, and looks over, and some of the ice breaks the little icicles off its mostly dead skin. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Oh no!
Oh.
Unless Blueberry want to have a reaction. I don't want to take that away from you.
I mean, shock horror.
Nice.
Corgi barks. Corgi barks.
Oh, awesome. All right, thanks everyone. I'm sorry we ran fairly late there. My bad again. I really need to put something up here so I can. I need a third monitor. That's what I'll blame it on. Yeah.
Support the stream, and we can help our DM.
Yay! Awesome. Thank you, players. Amazing, fun RP tonight. Woo! We're gonna get into some goodies up here in Tegradoth. Yeah.
What the world?
Woohoo! And thank you so much, viewers, of course, as always. Super fun tonight, as always. This has been, for anyone new, this has been Stormfall, our Friday night D&D campaigns. It runs every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And then, of course, we have next up, chronologically, is a Sunday night campaign, Obsidian Scar. So we're on episode 103 here for Stormfall. Woo! A little over 2 years now we've been running, and it's still awesome. And we still together. Sorry, I just dated myself. Anyway, check out on Sunday nights Obsidian Scar, episode 13 or 14 we're on now. Conspiracy theories, exploratory homebrew campaign. Though we were on fire last Sunday. I can't wait to jump in and see what's going on this Sunday. Also 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Starting not this Monday, but next Monday, if I'm not mistaken.
20th.
Yeah, Steph's new campaign, The Forsaken, will be streaming every Monday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Expect some hype, and if you feel like sharing some of the hype material, that would be super awesome. And Steph, you want to tell us a little bit about what type of campaign it is?
Well, it's just kind of a typical D&D campaign. There's some flying cities, secret societies, forbidden magic.
Nice.
Lots of places to explore.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And then, of course, we have our Tuesday night campaigns, our All Evil campaign. Kier's Lament also runs 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Okay. All right. And hopefully we'll have even more in the future. Oh my gosh, all the content. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Sorry, I know we're running way late. So have a great night, everyone. Can't wait to catch you again soon. I will be playing this Sunday, and Steph will, and we'll see you then. Yay! Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.